Hello everyone, welcome to Knowledge Circle, and in this video we will have the discussion of the ICSE 2024 examination specimen question paper. The question paper, sample question paper is already provided by the council, and we will have the full solution in this video. So stay tuned till the end of this video. Now let's begin. We already know that the paper is of 100 marks. There will be two sections, section A and B, 40 and 60 mark sections. So first question is MCQs. There will be 20 MCQs questions, and here the first question comes that we have to name the feature of Java depicted in the above picture. So you can see the picture where father and child is there, lion and the cub is there. So which feature of Java, or you can say which feature of object oriented programming is depicted here? So options are encapsulation, inheritance, and abstraction and polymorphism. So that's we have to tell. So it's very simple. The correct answer for this is inheritance. Inheritance is depicted in the above picture. Okay, now we are moving towards the second question. Second question is the expression which uses the operator is known as. So it's very simple. It is greater or equal to symbol. So which kind of operator it is? Relational, logical, arithmetic, and assignment. So it is a relational operator. It's a relational operator. Okay, going to the third question. Ternary operator is what? What is ternary operator? Is it logical, arithmetic, relational, or conditional? So we know that ternary operator is also known as conditional operator. It is also called conditional operator. Question number 4. When primitive data type is converted to a corresponding object of its class, it is called. So when a primitive data type is converted to object of its class, this process is called, options are boxing, unboxing, explicit type conversion, implicit. So the correct answer is boxing. So when we convert the primitive data type to its respective class, the object of its class, it is known as boxing. We also call it auto boxing. Okay, and unboxing is just opposite of that. Question number 5. The number of bytes occupied by character array of 10 elements. So very simple it is. We know that one variable of character contains 2 byte, takes 2 byte. So because the number of elements are 10, so 2 into 10, how much it is going to be? It will be 20. So the correct answer will be here 20. First option, that is 20 bytes, is going to be correct. Question number 6. The method of scanner class is used to accept a double value. So to accept a double value from user, which method of scanner class is used? So here we have simple option, that is option B is correct. Next, double method is used. Question number 7. Among the following, which is a keyword? Every, all, case, each. So the key here, only one keyword is, that is case, and others are not keyword. Okay, case is used, we all know that it is used in switch statement. Now question number 8. The output of math.round 6.6 and plus math.ceil 3.4. So we know that math round method does what? It rounds the number to the nearest greater or lower. It depends on the whether the number is more than half or lesser than half. So number is 6.6, which is more than 6.5, so it will be 7. It is going to be 7. And math.ceil, it rounds the number to the nearest greater it is and not to lower. So 3.4 will be converted to 4, and the total will become 11, but not 11, it will be 11.0, because these methods returns the value in double form, means double data type. So accordingly, which option is going to be correct? Option our here option B is going to be correct, 11.0. So here we can see there is confusion, like option B is 11.0 and option D is 11. So we have not to be confused. We will always go with double value, not with integer value. Moving towards question number 9. Name the type of error, if any, found in the following statement. Okay. Name the type of error, if any, in the following statement. System.out.print hello. So what error we find here? The error is that at the end of this statement, there should be a semicolon. That semicolon is missing here, so semicolon is missing. So which kind of error it is? It is syntactical error. So the option D will be correct. It's not logical error is there, so B option will also be not correct, and runtime also will not be correct. So option D is correct. Moving towards question number 10, Java statement to access the fifth element. So fifth element, as we know that the array elements index start with 0, so the fifth element will come at the fourth position. So accordingly, which option will be correct? 10th, A will be correct. Okay, so A is the correct option. Question number 11, the output of remarkable dot substring 6. So what does substring method do? That we have to know. Substring method extract the characters of the string from the given position. It begins from the given position. So I will just write here, see, it is remarkable, REMARKABLE. What is the 6 is where? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 6 start at A. It begins at A. So from A till the end of the string, the characters will be extracted. So which are the characters extracted here? The characters extracted here are A, B, L, E. So we will find the which option is correct here. Option D is correct. Okay, option D is correct. Now we are going to the next question, question number 12. Which of the following is the wrapper class of the data type char? So char data type resides in the character wrapper class. Okay, the character wrapper class contains the details of the data type char. Name the package that contains wrapper class. This is the simplest question. The wrapper classes are the part of the java.lang package. Constructor overloading follows which principle of the object oriented programming? Very simple. Overloading term is making us clear that this is for polymorphism. So polymorphism is what? One name many form, like constructor overloading, method overloading, okay, method overriding. Moving towards question number 15, which of the following is a valid integer constant? 4, 4.0, 4.3f, 4. Other three are not. First one is integer constant. Why other three are not? Let us talk about it. 4.0 is double, 4.3f is float, and 4 written in double quote is string. So the valid integer constant is 4 only. But here in this question, options are given in different way, like only 1, 1 and 3. So our correct answer is going to be only 1, only first one. Okay, so option A, 15th A is correct. Moving towards question number 16. See, the method compare to returns when two strings are equal in lowercase. So what does it do? When the two strings are equal, okay, so when two strings are equal, the value returned will be 0. Okay, which option? 0. It will be returned 0 when both strings are equal. Now moving towards question number 17. Question number 17. There is some misprint in the paper, like it is written 7, it will be 17. Okay, now we are going, the question is it is something different type of question. This type of question did not come last year. Assertion, there is a statement in Java statements written in lowercase letter or uppercase letter are treated as same. It is saying that lowercase and uppercase are same. Okay, and reason is given, Java is a case sensitive language. Absolutely, Java is case sensitive, but uppercase, lower, when the language is case sensitive, uppercase and lowercase cannot be treated as same. They will be treated as different. Okay, so let us find which option is correct here. Both assertion and reasons are true. No, both are not true. Both assertion and reasons are true, and is not correct explanation. It is also not correct because it is saying both are true. Assertion is true, reason is false. No, assertion is false, reason is true. Yes, assertion is false, but the reason is true. So option D is correct of question number 17. Moving towards question number 18. we have to read it and we have to choose the correct option. A class encapsulates data member that contains information necessary to represent class and the member method that perform operations. Remember it. Information is represented or contained by variables, that is called data members, and the operations performed in the program and in the class is done by the method. So what does a class encapsulate? Class encapsulates information and information and operation, data members and member methods, data member and information, member methods and operations. So the correct option will be class encapsulates data members and member methods. So indirectly information and operation will be involved, but actually what is an encapsulated by a class is that is data member and member method. Question number 19, again an assertion and reason type of question came. Assertion is call by value is known as pure method. Okay, and reason is the original value of a variable does not change as an operation performed on copied values. Okay, now so here yes, absolutely, when we use call by value calling mechanism, because it does not change, call by value does not change the actual argument, it does not affect, so that's why it can be known as pure. Okay, the original value of a variable does not change as operation performed. So let us see the options. Both assertions and reasons are true. Reason R is correct explanation. So let us see the other options also. Both assertions and reasons are true, but the reason is not correct explanation. Assertion is false and reason is true. Here is saying that assertion is false, reason is true. Option. So accordingly, the correct answer will be option A, because assertion is also true and the reason is the correct explanation of assertion A. What will be the output of for the system.out.print character dot to lowercase? Okay, so when you convert this character, see, lowercase and uppercase is for which? It is for alphabets. So here one is as a character, but there is no uppercase and lowercase in digits. So the when one is converted to lowercase, it will be remained as one only. So the correct option here is going to be, which option will be correct? Option B will be correct. In lowercase also it will be one only. Okay, now we are moving towards question 2, where we have to there will be 10 questions. Each question carries 2 marks, and we have to write the Java expression for p plus q whole square. So this is very simple question. We can write the Java expression for it. Let us see how we will write. Right here, math dot pow method. Which method? Pow, that is for power, and the base is p plus q, so that will be written in bracket in the parenthesis, then put comma the power, and that is 2, and then at the end we will put what? Semicolon will be put. So math dot pow and then p plus q comma 2 and semicolon. This is the Java statement. Now we are moving towards next question. Question is evaluate the expression when the value of x is 2. So let us do that. Here x equal to, so x equal to, we are writing here x plus plus means postfix, it will remain 2, but now after writing it 2, keep in mind that the value of x is 3 now, because postfix. Now here plus sign and then plus x, that is prefix. Prefix means it was previously 3, it will become 4. As I told that after writing the value, current value, we have to increase it because it was postfix. Now again we will write plus x, the current value is 4 only, so when we add it, what we get? 10. So the correct answer of this question is 10. So what is the answer? 10. Moving towards question number 3. Question number 3 is the following code segment should print. You can go out, it has to be print if you have done your homework, that is the variable dh, and the cleaned your room, that is the variable cr. However, the code has errors, fix code so that it complies and runs correctly. So what the mistake is here, that we have to see that what mistake is here. Okay, so see carefully. The variable dh is of boolean type, whose value is true. So one mistake is that the variable true, it has to be written in small letters. So TRUE, it has to be written like this, not in capital T. Second one, variable CR, boolean type, and the value is okay. Okay, now let us see. If both are true, then what should be printed? It should be printed you can go out. Okay, it should be printed you can go out. And what is written here? You cannot go out. It is opposite. We have to correct it. Here not will not be there. Here it will not be not. Here it will be you can go out. And here not to be added. Here not has to be added. Not will be added in the second one. So the correct code is what? Here we have to do the correction in this, where T has to be small, and here in the statement it has to be written what? You can go out, and here it has to be written you cannot go out. So these are the mistakes in this code, and that has to be corrected. Question number 4. Sam executes the following program segment and answer. The answer displayed is 0 irrespective of any non-zero values are given. So we have to name the error and how the program can be modified. See, one thing we have to see here, the method is triangle, the return type is void. It is asking for two arguments, that is double B and double H. Double A is declared here for area, and A equal to what? Half into B into H. So you know, when you execute this code, you will get the answer 0. I'm telling you why will you get the answer 0, because suppose the value of the B is 4 and the value of A is 6. So accordingly, if you apply the formula, A will become what? A half into and I told B as what? 4 and 6. So 4 into 6, how much? 24. But you know, when you multiply by half, actually half is treated as integer. So 1.1 upon 2 in integer will become 0, because 0.5 and it will be treated as 0. So whenever we multiply, the A will become 0 every time, is going to be 0. Okay, so what correction has to be done? We have to correct this statement. Which statement? That A is equal to, so we will write like this: A equal to, we can write in the place of half, we can write 0.5 into B into H. This is one option we can do. Okay, or second option is what? You can also write like this: A equal to 1 upon 2.0. If you write this also, it will be treated as double, not integer. Or one more thing you can do is, you can write like this, one more option I'm showing you all: A equal to 1.0 upon 2. If you write, then also this statement is going to be treated as double. So these are the correction. This is the correction only. The half has to be written at 0.5 or 1 upon 2.0 you can write. Next question: how many times will the following loop execute? What value will be returned? Let us see the question number 5, where how many times the loop will be run. The value of x is what? The value of x is 2 and the value of y is 50, and it is a do while loop. First the body of the loop executes, and then what happens, that the condition is checked. So let us see that the initial value of x is 2 and y is 50. Do means the value will increase. Let us see how does it work. First time plus plus x, so x becomes 3. Please watch carefully. X is 3 and y will become what? Y is equal to y minus, so y is 50, so 50 minus x plus plus, that is 50 minus 3, it's going to be 47. It is going to be 47. So at the end of the first loop, the value of x is 4. Now why value of x will be 4? Because it was x plus plus. So x is 4 and y is 47. So when the condition is checked, x is, that is 4 is lesser than 10. Condition is true, 4 is lesser than 10. Now second time, please see carefully. Do plus plus x. X was 4, now x is 5. X is 5. Y equal to y minus 47. Previous value was 47. 47 minus x plus plus. x plus plus means postfix, still the value will be taken as 5 only, and y is 42. But now x will become 6 because it was postfix. Condition is checked. Condition is x is lesser or equal to 10. Yes, x is 6, which is lesser or equal to 10. Again the loop gets executed one more time. Now x becomes what? X becomes 6. X is, the value of x is now 6 now. But x plus x, it will become 7. X becomes 7. Y equal to y minus, previously y was 42, so 42 minus how much it will be? 7. It is going to be 35. The value of y will be 35 and x will become what? 8. X will be 8. 8 is lesser than 10. Still condition is true. Again the loop gets executed. X will become 9. Now inside the loop x will become 9. Y equal to, so y minus, previously it was 35. 35 minus 9, it will be how much? It is going to be 26. The value of y will be 26. X will become 10. So 10 is lesser or equal to 10. Yes, 10 is not lesser, but 10 is equal. So that's why condition is still true. The loop will execute one more time. This is the 5th time loop is executing. So what will happen? X will become what? 11. X is going to be 11 and y equal to what? 26 minus 11. It will be 26 minus 11. It is going to be 15. The value of y will be 15. Now the x will become 12. Yes, 12. 12 is lesser or equal to 10. Condition is false. Loop gets terminated. So when the loop gets terminated, the value of x will be what? It is going to be 12. Y will be 15. And the loop will run how many times? It will run 5 times. It has run 5 times. So what is asking in the question? It is asking that how many times the loop runs. So you will say 5 times and the value returned y, and the value of y is 15. Moving towards question number 6. Write the output of the following string methods. So it is like artificial and then dot index of I. Let us find out the index of I. Index of means the first index. Okay, so if we see a is at 0, 1, 2, 3. So I is at what index? I is at index 3, means at the 4th position I is ARTI. So what answer will be? The answer will be 3 of this. Okay, now next question is dog and puppy and dot trim dot length. So see, trim method removes the extra spaces from the beginning and the end of the string, not in the between. So if we remove, we can see simply there is no extra space in the beginning at the end of the string. So we just simply we can count it. Let us count the number of characters here. Okay, so like dog 3 space 4 and 3 character 4 3 7 space 8, dog 3 space 4 and 7 space 8, puppy, how many characters are there? 5 8 5 13. So how many characters are there in this string? 13 characters. So the output of this statement will be 13. The answer will be 13. Moving towards question number 7. Name any 2 jump statements. We have to simply name. We have not to define or explain something. So there are 3 jump statements like break, continue and return. So any 2 you can write. Predict the output of the following code. Question number 8 we have to see. String A equal to 20, string B equal to 23. Remember it, these are not numbers, these are a string. But using the parse int method of integer class, we have converted these string values into number. Okay, and we are printing it. What we are printing? We are printing the value. So we have printed A is how much? It was 20. So 20 will come. Again one asterisk symbol is there, so that symbol will come. And then B value is 23. So the output will be 20 and then multiply symbol and 23. So it will not be, the multiplication will not be displayed. The result, the product is not going to be displayed. Only these numbers will be displayed with multiplication symbol. Now question number 9, when there is no explicit initialization, what are the default values? We have to simply tell the default values of integer and string. So the default value for integer is 0. Okay, when you do not initialize, compiler give it 0. And when a string is not given any value, it is initialized with null. It is initialized with null. And default integer value is 0, and default string value in Java is null. Moving towards question number 10, the last question of section A. There are two arrays. Okay, array one is P and one is Q, both are of integer type, and number of elements in the first one is 4 and number of elements in the second one is 3. So when you add both array, means we are adding both array, first P will be there and then after Q will be there. Okay, and they are stored in R. So what will be the size of array R? Simple it is, like in P it is 4 and in Q it is 3. So total number of elements in array R will be 7. What will be size of the array R? It will be 7. And what will be the index position of the first element? Okay, so we know that the first element's position is 0. The first element's position will be 0, and the last elements, how many elements are there? 7 elements. So because it is beginning with 0, so last element's index will be what? 6. So the answer of this is, the first elements index position of the first element is 0 and the index position of the last element is 6. So with this we finish the section A, and now we will begin the second portion, the section B portion, the most important portion of this video. Now we are going to begin section B. Now we will begin section B. See, as a student we have to attempt any 4 questions from this section. Each question is of 15 marks. We have to leave any 2 questions, but in this video we will discuss all the 6 questions. And remember it, in this we have to write the variable description also. Okay, and if required we can write comments also and output of the program. Okay, now we are going to begin the first question of section B, that is question number 3. Okay, where class specification is given, you can see that the class name is eShop, member variables are name and price, methods are accept and calculate and display. Okay, so criteria is given, we have to accept input from user, and we have to calculate the discount as per the purchase amount. Okay, the price of the item purchase. So let's begin the code. Let's see the program. In this kind of question we have to follow the question, because this is the class specified question. Specifications are already provided. Okay, so the first line will be import java.util.scanner, class name will be as per the given question. Then we will create the object of scanner class, then the variables string name and double price. I have declared extra variable here because to calculate the discount, which was not given in the question. The method void accept, definition of the method. Okay, here we will write enter the name, and the name will be accepted using the next line method, and the name will be stored in the variable name. Again, message will be provided to enter the price of the item. It will be accepted by using the next double method of the scanner class, and the value will be stored in price. Then it comes the main purpose, the main task is to calculate the discount as per the given criteria. The criteria was something like that, if the price is between 1000 to 25,000, so that's why we have written greater or equal to 1000 and lesser or equal to 25,000. The discount will be of 5%, so that's why D equal to 0.05 into price. This is how we calculate discount. If this condition is not true, then we will go to the next condition. When the price is above 25,000 and up to 57,000, then the discount will be of 7.5%. So it will be D equal to 0.075 into price. If price is more than that, it is more than 57,000 up to 1 lakh, then what will be, we will provide 10% discount. So 10% will be written as 0.1 into price. If the price is more than 1 lakh, then else, simply we will write in else D equal to 0.15. 15 we have written because the discount is 15% as per the question. So this is how we calculate using if else if ladder, we calculate the discount. It's time for the third method, display method, which is used to display the details. So I have written here system.out.println. The name means the message will be printed and the name will be printed. Then I use /t, the escape sequence, to give a tab gap. And the net amount is what amount to be paid. So amount to be paid is price minus t, means the original price and then the discount. This is how we display. And then it comes for the next main method. We have created the object of the class eShop es, new eShop, and through the object we will call these three methods in a sequence: es.accept, es.calculate, and es.display. So this is the solution of the question number 1. Now we will be going towards the question number 2. The next question, that is question 4 from the section B, define a class to accept values in integer array of size 10. We have to declare an array of size 10 of integer type, and we have to sort these values or the elements of the array using the selection sort technique. Okay, and we have to display the sorted array. So let's begin the solution. We have to understand the technique of the selection sorting. Actually, what happens in selection sorting, first the minimum element is found, and it is compared with the rest of the elements. And if it is true, if it is really lesser, then it will be shifted, and in this way the array is sorted. So let's begin this. I have created the class with the name q4, and here import java.util.scanner public static void main. Then we have created object of scanner class to take input from user. Then I have created an array with the name ar of integer type with the size 10. You can see that. Okay, then we have given a message, enter 10 integer values. Then the loop begins from 0 and lesser than 10, and through the next anti method the array is initialized, and we have closed the loop, means we have got the 10 values from user. Now it is time to sort the array. Before sorting the array, we are storing or we are determining the length of the array. We know that it is 10, but then also we are storing in L, int L equal to ar dot length. So we will get the length in the variable L. Now selection sorting technique requires nested loop is required. The outer loop will run from 0 to the lesser than length, 1 lesser than length, means 0 to 9 it will run. Now we have taken a variable min for the minimum. Okay, minimum value, that is what we have taken I, means we have assumed that the first value is only minimum. Okay, now the second loop start, that is int j equal to I plus 1, that because already we have assumed the first element as what 0, means sorry, the first element we have assumed as minimum. So we will start comparing the rest of the element, that is I plus 1, from 1 we will compare. Okay, by leaving the first one, remaining one will be compared, and till lesser than L. It means that if the first element is taken as minimum, then the remaining elements will be compared. And how it is compared, please see that. If ar means the array, and j means the value on the second place, not on the first place, second place. If it is lesser than the first value, means the value on the first value, means which is minimum. If it is really lesser than that, then in the minimum what will be stored? In the place of I, it will be now j, so that will be stored. Otherwise what will happen, if then this will be done, otherwise nothing will happen. Now the if block is closed, the inner loop is closed. Now what is the time? Now we are shifting it, now we are swapping it. In the outer loop we will swap, we will take a temporary variable, and now minimum will be stored in that temp, and on the minimum the current value of I will be stored, and on the current value of I temporary variable be stored, means the swapping will be done, and we will be shifting from one element to the next element. In this way the sorting will be done. Every time we will find in the rest of the elements the minimum value, and it will be compared with other elements. If it is lesser, then the value will be shifted. So this is how we do sorting in selection sorting. Now it is time to display these values. If the values are sorted, we have to display it. I have taken int k equal to 0, lesser than 10, k plus plus, and we can simply display it. The sorted as per the question, we have to display also the sorted elements. Okay, now we will be moving towards the question number 5. Question 5 is define a class to accept a string and convert it into uppercase. We have to accept string from user and we have to display in uppercase, and also we have to display the number of vowels. This is very easy question. Okay, now let us see the solution of this question. Question number 5 solution begins. Import java.util.scanner. Class name is I have given q5. Public static void main created the object of scanner class, and we have taken a string named w because we have to take a word from user. We'll display a message to the user that enter a word, and using the next method, not next line, because next is used only for a word. More than one word, then we use next line. So we have accepted the input from user, a word. Now I have taken a variable to calculate the number of vowels, and initially I have given the value 0. Then I have converted the word into uppercase by using the to uppercase method of string class. Okay, now we have determined the length of the word, number of characters in the word. Then we have started the loop. And the loop will begin from 0 and it will go 1 lesser than the length. Okay, so now each character is checked. The how to extract a character from a string by using the char at method. So we have written w.char at I, means at the current position of I, and that variable the value of that character will be stored in C. And now we are comparing it. Already we have converted into uppercase, so we can simply compare. All the 5 vowels are there, a e I o u. We have compared. If the character found at the current position of I is equal to any of these vowels, then the value of the VOW method will be increased by 1, VOW plus plus. If it is not true, the VOW method value will not increase. Okay, now the loop will be closed. So at the end of the loop, what we have to do, as per the question, we have to display the word in uppercase, and also we have to display the number of vowels. So word will be displayed by W variable, and the number of vowels which is stored in VOW variable. So this is the solution of question number 5. Now we will be moving towards question number 6. Question number 6. Define a class to accept values into 3 by 3 array and check if it is a spatial array. An array is a spatial array if the sum of the even elements and the sum of the odd elements are equal. Like there is an array A which has elements like 4, 5, 6, 5, 3, 2 and 4, 2, 5. So when we calculate the sum of even elements and odd elements, we find them they are equal. So we have to check whether the sum elements and the odd elements sum is equal or not. Okay, so this is the question. Let's begin the solution. So we have to accept the data into a double dimensional array. So we'll begin with import java.util.scanner. Class name I have given q6. Public static void main. Object of scanner class is created, and here we have created an array with the name num, integer type, double dimensional array. That's why 2 times square bracket is used, then new int, and the size is 3 by 3, so that's why we have given 3, 3. Okay, I have taken 2 more variables, so and se, sum odd and sum even, to store the values of odd and even. Now there will be 2 loops. First loop I have run from here, int I equal to 0 lesser than 3 I plus plus, means 0, 1 and 2, 3 times it will run. A message will be every time printed. In every row it will be printed. Enter the number of row numbers in the row. I plus 1 will become 1, 0 plus 1, 1, means row 1, row 2 and row 3 in 3 times. In second loop, the inner loop will accept the values for the column, that is j equal to 0, j has to be lesser than 3, j plus plus. And now we have written ij, num ij is equal to ob.nextInt. So in this way the array will get the values. And what I'm doing here in this program, I'm with the same loop, I'm not having any other loop to get to extract the values and the elements of the array. In the same loop I'm doing what, I'm comparing, means if I'm getting the input from user, at the same time we are doing what, we are checking for even and odd. So num ij if module 2, if it is what, even, if module 2 is equal to 0, if it is even, then store this in se, that is se equal to se plus num ij. If it is not, then else it will be stored in so equal to so plus num_ij. So we are taking input from user, at the same time we are also checking whether the entered element is even or odd. So when the loop gets over, both loop gets over, what we get, we also get the sum of even and odd elements. So we are displaying it first, sum of even elements and sum of odd elements, and we are comparing. If so is equal to se, then message will be displayed special array, else it will be displayed not a special array. So this was the solution for question number 6. Moving towards question number 7, define a class to accept a 3-digit number and check whether it is a duck number or not. Remember it, we have to accept 3-digit number. If the number is not of 3-digit, if it is of more or less, then it will not be displayed as duck number. Okay, so duck number is that which contains at least a 0. Okay, so here example is given. If it is 2083, then invalid, and if it is 103, then it is duck number. Okay, so that is the question. Now we will see the solution for this question. Again, same, import java.util.scanner, because we have to accept number from user. Class name q7, public static void main, object of scanner class is created, and int n for the input from the user number. We have taken it using next int method. I have taken two more variables, d and c. D and c I have initialized with 0. Why I have taken that we will know here. First of all, first checking is what? We will check whether the number is of 3-digit or not. First checking is this: if the number is greater than 19 and the number is lesser than 1000, then the number will be what? It will be of 3-digit. If it is true, if it is of 3-digit, then only the remaining checking work will be done. Now if it is true, while n is greater than 0, means we will extract the digit. We have extracted the digit by using the modulus 10 stored in d, and if d is 0, then c++. C++ means the counter will increase, which was initially 0, and also we will apply break. Break means what? This break will terminate the current loop. The while loop will be terminated, and if it is true, then only, and then we will divide the number by 10 every time to extract each digit. Okay, this work, this while loop work, extraction of digit work will be done if the number is of 3-digit, then only. Suppose number is not of 3-digit, then directly it will come to else, and the message will be printed invalid. Invalid will be printed simply. And suppose that number is of 3-digit, then the checking work will be done. The checking work will be done of what? It will be checked whether it is containing 0 or not. If it contains any 0, the value of c will be increased by 1, and if it is c is equal to 1, then the duck number, otherwise it is not. So this is the solution of question number 7. Last question of this sample paper, question number 8. Define a class to overload the methods. There are two methods, display named with display. Okay, first one is we have to print a nested loop. Using a nested loop, we have to print 1 1 2 1 2 3. We have to print in 5 rows, and every time the values are increasing. Second is what? Display, where we have to display the square root of the given digit. We have to display the square root of each digit in a number. Like suppose the number is 4329, then we have to display the roots from the right side, extreme right side, that is 9. So the square root of 9 is 3.0. Then the square root of 2, 3 and 4 is given. So this is the question. So according to the question, we are going to define a class. Okay, so let's see the solution. Question number 8. Solution is here. Class I have created as q8. See, we have this started directly the definition of method. First method is void display, no argument, no return type. We have to display what? We have to display using nested loop. One pattern has to be displayed. So we have seen number of rows as 5. So we have started int I equal to 1 and up to 5. Second loop, which is responsible for printing the values, will begin from 1 and it will go up to I, not up to 5. It will go up to I, because in first row only one value is printed, and in second row two values, and so on. So what is printed? The current value of j is printed. Okay, now we will close the inner loop, and then we will for changing the line we will write here what? System.out.println. Then we will close outer loop, and then we will close what? the display method block. Second void display, which accepts one argument, that is int n. Okay, we have taken a variable here int d to extract the digit, and while n is greater than 0, every time we have to accept the extract the digit. So we have extracted the digit, and every digit has to be, means the square root of each digit has to be found out. So we will display directly system.out.println math.sqrt, and d, means d is the extracted digit, and after displaying the square root of the digit, we will divide the number by 10 so that we can get the next digit. Okay, in this way the digits will be extracted, at the same time the square root of the digit will be printed also. Now we will close the loop, and then we will close the display method block. Then we started the main function, created the object of the class q8, and we have called these two methods one by one, display and display again, without argument and with one argument. This is what a program based on overloading. So that's all we have for this ICSE 2024 solution of computer application. Thank you so much.